Supreme Court is set to hear today West Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee's plea raising concerns over the SIR electoral roll revision exercise in the state, and Mamata Banerjee is scheduled to appear in person with visuals emerging of the CM at the top court as she has urged the Supreme Court to issue urgent directions in the SIR process, warning that mandatory hearings, document rejections and use of micro-observers could lead to large-scale voter disenfranchisement. All eyes on the Supreme Court today as bench led by CJI Suryakant with Justices Joymalia Bagchi and Vipul Pancholi hears Mamata Banerjee's plea on the SIR process with the final electoral roll deadline close at hand. So these are the latest visuals on your screen. As you can, we showed you the latest picture. Also, we showed you exclusive picture. Now, West Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee is set to take part in the hearing. She may argue her case also, possibly. But this is the biggest story of the day. CM Mamata Banerjee appearing before the Supreme Court. This is a major event of the day. All right, we have our reporter Ishita on the ground and also our executive editor Rhythm joining us live right now. First of all, for a detailed analysis of what will be unfolding and how she will be arguing and how the case will be moving ahead. Rhythm, over to you on the nitty-gritties and details of the case and what will be debated, discussed.
Well, let's tell our viewers first, Mamata Banerjee could likely become the first sitting chief minister to argue her case if she is permitted to argue in the top court today. That being said, these are the visuals coming in of Mamata Banerjee going inside the courtroom. She's going to try. She's first reached the courtroom. She's going inside the courtroom. This is just the ground floor, after which she's going towards the first floor. She's going towards the dome, which is just below which courtroom number 1, where the Chief Justice of India sits, where she wants to argue her case herself as a petitioner in person. She's filed an interlocutory application late last night saying that she wants to appear in person. She's been an advocate. She's also stated several prayers in that, which are with Republic TV. Remember, viewers, Republic TV was the first channel to not only get you the prayers, but also her Article 32 petition. She's appearing before the Supreme Court seeking permission to argue her pending petition challenging the special intensive revision of the electoral rolls before being conducted by the Election Commission of India. This interlocutory application seeks permission to appear and argue in person. We can see she's sitting in the last row, which is usually reserved for clients and for the media. In the courtroom number 1, these are visuals that are coming in from courtroom number 1, where she's sitting in the last row. She will be possibly, when her case is called out, called to the front. Let me also tell our viewers, this will take some time. There are lots of cases that are present before the top court today. So her case will come in time, which is around 11:30, 11:35, after the Passover matters are taken up. It's the bench of Chief Justice of India, Justice Bagchi, Justice Pancholi, that will be hearing the case. She's filed earlier an Article 32 petition challenging the entire SIR process. Her main petition is that in the current assembly elections in West Bengal that are to be held, the ECI's new SIR role and process should not be there. It should be the earlier electoral roll that should be there. She says she's fully aware of the decorum, the procedure of the Supreme Court, and therefore she will conduct herself in accordance with that. She wants to argue her own case. The application is asserting she's aware of the ground realities that are faced by the residents of West Bengal. It's very cleverly worded because therefore she's trying to say that she is the voice of the citizen. Her appearance would assist, she says, the court in this case, and therefore she wants to appear. I also tried to have a word with the senior advocates yesterday who were there for her in this case, Mr. Kalyan Banerjee and others, and there were chances of her appearing since the last few days. We now know that she's appearing in this case. We also know what is a part of the petition that's been filed in the courtroom. But what is also very clear is that not only is it important to understand what she's filed in the Article 32 petition, but also the fact that she wants to challenge the entire SIR process and the way it's happening in the state of West Bengal.
All right. What have been the arguments with them in the previous hearings also when it comes to the SIR case? What are the arguments from the West Bengal government? And she has also requested to hold the deletions of voters. As of now, she has also requested this before the hearing is scheduled to take place with them.
That's the main thing that she has said, which is what we said. So I'll tell our viewers what are the arguments that are currently there. The application is asserting that she's aware, like I said, in her main petition, she is seeking quashing of the multiple directions and instructions that have been issued by the Election Commission of India. She seeks a direction to that the 2026 West Bengal Assembly elections be conducted on the basis of the existing electoral rolls. That is the main purpose of coming to the top court. That is basically that the 2026 West Bengal Assembly elections be conducted on the basis of the existing electoral rolls instead of rolls which will be revised after SIR. She's prayed the electoral authorities be directed that cases involving name mismatches or spelling variations in the logical discrepancies, it's a word she's used in this interlocutory application several times, logical discrepancy category, be not called for hearing during the ongoing SIR process. She says all such name corrections must be carried out suo motu on the basis of available records. She's also prayed all documents issued by the competent authorities as identification proof must be accepted. So let's tell our viewers, very critical right now, as we are saying that Mamata Banerjee, who becomes the first sitting chief minister to personally argue her own case before the Supreme Court, if she's permitted, this will happen. She's come to the Supreme Court, and the argument she's made in the interlocutory application are she's prayed no voter already mapped with the 2002 electoral roll and appearing in the draft electoral roll under the logical discrepancy category is deleted. And while anomalies may be rectified, no voter is disenfranchised. She's also contended unless immediate directions are issued, lakhs of genuine voters stand to be disenfranchised before the final roll is published, irreversibly prejudicing electoral rights and undermining the conduct of free elections. So it's the same arguments that have been made in the Article 32 petition by her and others opposing the SIR. We've also spoken to the Election Commission of India. They're going to be very critical here. They're going to come to the courtroom prepared in this case. And I do believe that this is more, a political tamasha that's being played in the judicial courts of the country and the corridors of power, because this is about face. This is about the Trinamool Congress trying to say that we've come to the Supreme Court, and we're also going to now see what happens now in the top court of the country.
All right, Ridhima, what are the chances of her getting the approval of arguing the case herself in person? This could have been done in another way. The lawyers could have argued for Mamata Banerjee, and this becomes more of a political signaling that we are here, we are fighting for the issue, and we are raising a concern of so many people whose names have been deleted. But Supreme Court has never stopped the process of SIR. So what challenges lie ahead even for Mamata Banerjee? And also regarding the approval, whether will she be allowed, and what are the chances of she being allowed to argue her case herself?
I do believe this hearing is going to begin in a short while from now, and I do believe that if she's come here, she's got the the permission to appear. She is possibly going to get the permission to argue her case, but this is just I'm just presuming this. There is no indication about what the bench will really say. It's only up to the honorable bench to give out its own order. So this is just a presumption coming from me. I have no way of knowing what the bench is going to do. We'll have to wait and watch and see whether she gets, number one, that interlocutory application permission from the top court of the country, the permission to argue her case. But yeah, remember earlier she was remember, the West Bengal Chief Minister has been locked in a prolonged standoff with the Election Commission of India over the SIR exercise. The opposition and they have been there together on this. She had also traveled to New Delhi. She registered her objections to the revision exercise. She met the Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar also, and she's also raised allegations. She calls it false allegation. She says, there were a lot of things that she's done. There's also been a face-off that was there earlier. We've seen she's had these face-offs earlier also. It's not the first time that she's tried to speak to the Election Commission of India and given out these misgivings that she's had earlier. The crucial question really going to be whether she's going to argue in the Supreme Court today. The key points are going to be that Mamata Banerjee is going to challenge the special intensive revision role of electorals in West Bengal and Supreme Court. Supreme Court is going to hear the case definitely. Whether Mamata Banerjee potentially is going to argue, it has to be seen. But what can be said, and we stay with those visuals, are she's present in the courtroom, she's come on time, she's there at 10 a.m., she's walking in the corridors of the Supreme Court, she's going inside courtroom number 1, where we can see those visuals. She's sitting in courtroom number 1 right at the back. in the media gallery, the client's gallery. Once she's got the permission, I'm sure she's going to go into the lawyer's arcade right in the front to argue the case. She's argued that the SR process is flawed and it could lead to mass disenfranchisement. She's going up in the lift towards courtroom number 1. Remember, earlier the Supreme Court had directed the Election Commission to ensure transparency in the SR process, address the logical discrepancies. What today has to be seen is whether the chief minister gets to argue her case. And also remember, on Jan 19th, the top court passed a slew of directions which I was speaking about, observing that the SR process in West Bengal should be transparent, not cause inconvenience. I do believe, other than the political mileage that's going to be drawn today on this Wednesday from the Supreme Court by the Trinamool Congress, largely the Supreme Court is going to stick to the directions it passed on 19th of January. That is, tell the Election Commission of India that the SR process in West Bengal should be transparent. It should not cause inconvenience. It had already directed the Election Commission to display the names of those on the logical discrepancies list at Gram Panchayat bhavans and block offices where documents and objections will also be submitted, and the logical discrepancies in progeny linking with the 2002 voter also included, mismatches. So all that had already been done. The chief minister is here only to sharpen her attack on the Election Commission. She's warned that continuation of the SIR in the present form could trigger mass disenfranchisement, like I said, and also strike at the foundations of democracy. We also tell our viewers, we remember that letter that she'd written on 3rd of Jan to the CEC Ganesh Kumar. She accused the poll panel of presiding over unplanned ad hoc process. So we also remember Derek O'Brien, TMC leader, had filed an application alleging arbitrariness in the Supreme Court in the SIR process. However, they had said all this, but we have to see what the Supreme Court here says. Supreme Court has already said to the Election Commission of India, ensure transparency in the state of West Bengal when this SIR process is going to be followed. So all in all, today is going to be a Wednesday in which we're going to see heavy political drama.
All right, there seems to be an audio issue. Rhythm is with us. Rhythm, are you able to hear my voice? Can you speak again? Because we lost your voice in the middle. Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Rhythm, if you can also run us through the challenges, also the various petitions which were filed and the legal battle when it comes, because mostly, as you see, you have clearly mentioned this will be more of a political tamasha, political signaling when it comes to the West Bengal government, especially the Trinamool Congress, and various opposition parties are targeting the ruling government and the Election Commission, and they're saying this will lead to voter deletion. And if you can run us through all the arguments given by the various opposition parties and the legal battle from the beginning till now.
Well, right at the start, let me tell our viewers, we've been talking about Mamata Banerjee since the morning. We've been speaking about what Mamata Banerjee has told the Supreme Court today. But first, let me tell our viewers, this is a showdown that's unprecedented because we're seeing for the very first time a sitting chief minister come to the Supreme Court and say she wants to argue her own case. Late last night, after a lot of drama, this interlocutory application is filed where she prays that she wants to argue her case in person because she's an advocate. She comes to the Supreme Court today. For 2 days, there were hints that she would be coming. Her pass is made. She comes in with her number one, waiting for her case to come up. She says she's going to argue that in person. That's point number one, where the SIR legal battle has now reached a stage where Mamata Banerjee, the state Chief Minister of West Bengal, has reached the top court to argue this case in person. Point number two, she's filed this interlocutory application along with the Article 32 petition accessed by Republic TV exclusively that clearly shows she wants to challenge the entire SIR process that's been taken on by the Election Commission of India. Earlier, we've seen the showdown with the Election Commission of India where she's accused the Election Commission of India, written letters to them, accusing them of arbitrariness and saying that they are striking in the heart of democracy. The Election Commission of India, viewers, now that I've spoken about her, let me also speak about the lawyers. The lawyers appearing for her in the Supreme Court, Kapil Sibal, have also sided with what she's been saying. She's sitting in the Supreme Court as we are speaking. As I said earlier, she's sitting right below the top court, a very historic dome of the Supreme Court, courtroom number 1 presides right below that dome. Whenever we see Supreme Court, it's that dome that can be seen. Right below that is courtroom number 1. Chief Justice of India, Justice Surya Kant is there. She's going up in this lift, surrounded by her security. She's going to reach that. She's already reached courtroom number 1, where she's sitting at the back. And for anyone who appears in the Supreme Court, I don't know if she's appeared earlier as an advocate. It's a very daunting first moment to appear in courtroom number 1 as a reporter or a lawyer, because you see the majesty of courtroom number 1. It humbles anybody. I don't know how the West Bengal Chief Minister is going to take it, because this is not a political arena. This is the topmost court of the country. It's revered, it's the law of the land, and there has to be a certain respect. You can't just attack anything or anyone here in the top court of the country. This is not anything that can be attacked, something that has to be mindful by also political parties, which is why in the interlocutory application, Mamata Banerjee has stated she knows the decorum of the top court of the country. Now, viewers, let me tell you, the Election Commission of India on the other side, very calm. I also spoke to the lawyers, very composed. They know what they're going to say. They're very clear about it. They know the arguments and the directions that have been passed by the Supreme Court. The Election Commission of India had rejected the allegations of the West Bengal Chief Minister earlier over the ongoing special intensive revision, which is the SIR. They termed them as false. They said that Mamata Banerjee met the election commissioner. She raised certain issues in SIR in the state. And they also said that despite the patient hearing by the Chief Election Commissioner, CEC Gyanesh Kumar, the 2 other election commissioners, she raised false allegations. CEC responded to her queries, explained the rule of law will prevail, and anybody taking law into their own hands will be dealt with. However, the poll panel emphasized no pressure, obstruction, interference would be there. However, later talking to the media, Mamata Banerjee claimed names of 58 lakh people have been deleted from the electoral rolls during the SIR exercise. She said voters are not going to be given an opportunity, which is why she's also come to the Supreme Court. This is a flashpoint. Even Abhishek Banerjee is questioning the EC over this. We have to see how Mamata Banerjee is going to preside over this case in the top court of the country. Let me quickly try and take a look at what's happening in the Supreme Court right now. Let me also go across to Ishita. Ishita is joining us from the Supreme Court lawns. Ishita, what is the action around you happening? The case could be out soon. The case hearing could be on soon.
Right, of course, the latest rhythm that we know about the proceedings is that in a short while from now, proceedings will begin. The top court bench will in fact start hearing the petition that she has filed, and of course, if that gets accepted, she will be able to present her own arguments, make direct submissions before the top court bench comprising of CJ Surya Kant and also Justice Bagchi as well as Justice Pancholi. Now, they are going to hear her writ petition wherein she alleges that the SIR process being conducted in the state of West Bengal is illegal. She calls it a process being used to target her government, a political tool in the hands of election commission. She is alleged that, as you mentioned before, that on the January 19th hearing, all the directions that were in fact given by the top court with regards to the process being more transparent, more voter friendly, and to ensure that anyone who is excluded from the voter list is given a genuine chance to prove their eligibility. She's going to argue that those are the directions not followed by the election commission officials on the ground. She also alleges that there are about 8,000 micro observers who are deployed on the ground in the state of West Bengal, and they are being used to now overtake the powers of the local electoral workers who are working on the ground. Now, she also alleges that there is a list called a logical discrepancy list, which consists of about 1.25 crore people of the state of West Bengal. Now, she says that the top court had directed the election commission to make that list public so that people can file their objections and counter if they have been excluded from the list. She's going to argue that list has not been made public and the directions issued by the top court in the last hearing were in fact not followed. Now, all of this will only happen if her application gets accepted to present her own arguments and make direct submissions before the top court. And if that happens, Rhythm, as you mentioned, it is going to be unprecedented. You know, a sitting chief minister inside the courtroom, in fact, where she is at present, courtroom number 1, wherein she will appear before the top court bench and make her case against the SIR being conducted in the state of West Bengal and, of course, present her arguments against the election commission.
Yes, and ahead of this hearing, let's also tell our viewers, Mamata Banerjee in the Supreme Court for the SR case. I also want to tell our viewers a lot of things that we're picking up is also how the Trinamool Congress is trying to portray this as historic and unprecedented. But it's also political. Elections are around the corner. This is just another way for a sitting chief minister to try and get mileage out of it. So let's also tell our viewers that we're also going to see whether we can live stream it. We're going to try and see that. So let's just see what's going to happen with that. But let's not just use lofty words, which is what I'm seeing happening here about how this is a historic. I do believe this is Mamata Banerjee trying to ensure that she doesn't lose the 2026 elections, and that's why she's trying to come to the Supreme Court. Because let's face it, she might know the law, she might have practiced as an advocate, but her lawyers are know the law enough in the Supreme Court, have argued this case enough in the Supreme Court to have said everything possible in this case. But she wants to come there for her. Possibly for her stature, possibly since she's the chief minister, and possibly to say that, there are things I want to say. She wants to show, she wants to come there for her own face value for her viewers. So for her citizens, or for her vote bank, I would say. So I'm not going to attribute too much of this unprecedented, historic show to this bravado here. I think this is more about politics. This is less about judicial process. So I'm going to talk more about the legal process here. Mamata Banerjee is trying to make a political statement in a legal court of the country, and let's leave it at that. Mamata Banerjee is sitting in the courtroom. We're going to try and see whether we can live stream this process for our viewers. She's inside the courtroom. We're going to come and give you all the live updates on that. We're going to get you the first updates. The case is going to come up after Passover matters. She's appearing in person. We've seen the Delhi police had tightened the security around the court premises. She's arrived in the courtroom. She's now seated in the courtroom number 1 for the hearing. The Supreme Court is going to hear the special intensive revision electoral rolls being carried out in the Election Commission of India case today in various states. The hearing in petition relates to SIR in West Bengal. We're seeing the Chief Minister. Pardon? I think that. Okay, so all right. So I'm just going to toss it back to our studios for all the other latest headlines and updates, and we're going to be back to this political hogline tamasha that's happening once the chief minister possibly gets some sort of a reaction, some sort of a audience, I would say, from the top court of the country.
Definitely, Rhythm. We'll continue this mega coverage on the political tamasha, the political showdown, and we'll get